Yeah, we straight chillin', serial killing, Greek old villains on the mic, got you reeling. 5-star rated from the floor to the ceiling. If you catch a 1-star, no time for feelings. Got a demon DJ on the ones and twos, by the name Elzebub, so don't get confused. So grab a seat by the fire, roast them all over two, and prepare to hear the legend of the straight chillin' crew.
What up, nerds, and welcome to another honey oven episode of Straight Chilling, the weekly horror movie review show where you chill and we kill, slice, dice, and chop up yet another horror movie. My name is Bob. I'll be your host for the evening. This is episode 562, recorded on Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. Tonight we're talking about Bugonia, which was the winner of the January poll. Before we get into it, let me introduce everyone else on the show tonight. First up, calling in from Washington, D.C., we got your boy, Randy. What's up, man?
And I swear total resistance to you with everything I've got.
What's up, baby? Ready to talk about some shit? I don't know. What the fuck? Whatever the fuck this movie is.
I am here to talk about shit, specifically bullshit, with you for at least 2 hours. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
right
this is... That makes us very different from every other podcast where they only talk about very
We're
serious
switching
things.
it up in the new year.
Mhm.
You know what we like to do. Last but not least, calling in from Seoul, South Korea, we got Shaboy Soju. What's up, man?
Oh, what up? It's your boy Andromedon Stains. Here to probe you, boys. Drop
Oh.
trial, boys.
Ooh.
Oh no.
It's time for some probing. I've got
I
things
knew-
to learn.
I knew you were an Andromedon because of your narrow feet and your tiny earlobes.
My
Yeah,
God.
good one.
hand off my penis!
Exactly.
That's not where the earlobes are located. I don't know if you know that, Randy. Oh, boys. Before we get into it, before we talk honey, before we get into it, let's tackle a little bit of housekeeping real quick here. Our February poll is currently posted over on our Patreon website. If you guys support us at the $5 level or above, you get the chance to vote on a movie we're talking about this February. The theme for February is Bodacious Babes. February is indeed Women in Horror Month, so we got 3 movies, all directed by lovely female directors, and those movies are Mona Lisa and The Blood Moon, Nightmare on Elm Street 6, Freddy's Dead, and The Ugly Stepsister.
Whoa,
Oof.
Bob. How are those numbers looking?
Slight change. Mona Lisa and The Blood Moon dropped a little bit, down to 6% of the vote now. The Ugly Stepsister, same, sitting at 31% of the vote. Nightmare 6, Freddy's Dead, going up even further to 63% of the vote.
All right. Wow. You know what is one thing I learned after we made this poll? Actually, I think I just learned this like a week or so ago, that Julia Ducournau released a film last year. It's called Alpha. Did anybody see that?
Yeah, I think it was just doing the festivals last year. It's
Oh.
gonna get a wide release, I want to say in April, something like that.
Okay. So it's not out officially. Did y'all catch it at any of the festivals y'all did?
Never did.
No,
I didn't either. I didn't. So okay, well, got something to look forward to there then.
Yeah, that
Uh,
one should
Bodacious
be
Babes
dope.
Part Deuce. Is gonna
I
be
know. Whoa.
Insane.
Alpha talking
Still gonna be
alphas
pushing
yet
Ugly
again.
Stepsister on there.
You just can't.
I'm
stop.
committing myself. My New Year's resolution is I'm picking fucking Ugly Stepsister every fucking month.
No matter
Just
what the
always
theme
No matter
is.
what the
gonna be on
theme
there. And another Tim Burton highlight, and it's the Ugly Stepsister.
Somehow wins that
Clearly
poll, though.
influenced by Mr. Burton's work, so I think it fits.
Monsieur Berton. Get those votes in before the end of the month. We'll see what we're talking about this February. Dropping minicasts every other Friday. This Friday, the 16th, we're dropping one. Your boy Bob is talking about a movie called The Damned. This one came out last January, and I just kind of, I wasn't even really sure that it was a horror movie, to be honest, based on the trailer. And then I started hearing some rumblings, popped up on Hulu. It's on Hulu right now if you want to check it out. So I would recommend it, generally speaking. I won't say much more than that, but I think it's worth a gander. And you
That's
can check out my
surprising.
thoughts.
I watched
Friday.
that trailer too, and The
Yeah.
movie's called The Damned. Based on that and the trailer, I was pretty convinced it was a horror.
Oh, really? Yeah, I thought it looked
Yeah.
like just a period drama or something to me. I don't know, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's a horror movie for sure.
All right.
Oh yes.
Speaking of Patreon, we have a brand new Patreon supporter we need to give mad shouts outs to.
Oh shit.
Oh
Oh
shit.
god. Oh shit.
Damn.
Damn. God. A big
Oh
gigantic
fuck.
shouts outs to Sits with a Beer for signing up on Patreon and showing us some love. As is tradition around these here parts, we owe you the straight chilling salute. This one goes out to Sits with a Beer.
Slap me in the ass.
Hell
Wow.
yeah.
I wish
It's
I
been
had
a
a beer with me
while.
now.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got a. It's nice. Nice to slap some ass. I love it. I love it.
It's always nice to slap a little ass after a nice
Always.
sabbatical.
In the new
You know?
year, it's real. I
Yeah.
mean, we did have to congratulate everybody that grabbed a U pick last
That's
week.
true.
So,
That's true.
maybe not a proper slapping of the ass, but
Mm.
Really more of a
just
tap on the fanny.
just a, hey, how
Slight
you
tap.
doing?
You know, a little
Mhm.
flick, flick the fanny. You know.
Yeah, you gotta
Flick,
flick the fanny sometimes.
flick in the
That means
ass.
something
A
entirely
flick-
different in Europe, by the way.
a flick in the, yeah, that does. Yeah, that does. Maybe a little nibble on the earlobe, since that's what we're
just
talking
normal
about.
men.
We're just very normal. We're very,
Very normal.
very normal. That is all we have happening over on the Patreon. Do you guys have anything you need to plug?
Not I.
I don't think that I do.
Wow.
I've been a
Is this a
lazy
clean
son of a
house?
bitch.
Well, I guess we're all plugged up.
This house is clean.
Man, I'm plugged.
Just plugged
Always.
right up.
Mm.
All right, let's get into the main event. We're talking about Bugonia, and we're kicking it off with the back of the box.
What's on the back of the box?
Bob, I saw that you had this box, another approved purchase. Yeah. Tell us about it.
It's
Got some bonus
approved!
features on there, yeah.
Yes,
This
yeah.
movie's like what, a month and a half old or some shit?
Yeah,
How
when
old
did
is
this
it?
come out?
That is October.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
Okay.
not
It's older than I
not that
thought.
long ago. Not that
Okay.
long ago. To be fair, yeah, this is out on Blu-ray and 4K. You can pick it up physically. You can rent it. It's pretty easy to come by.
Halloween.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
There is a making of featurette on here. It's about 30 minutes long, but that's about it as far as bonus features are concerned. Begonia, rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 58 minutes. This came out in 2025. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who is on a tear, just cranking movies out.
boy, yeah.
Crazy.
The man can work.
This is based on a South Korean movie called Save the Green Planet. This particular screenplay was written by Will Tracy and Juice, forgive me,
Oh, should I?
Jang Ju Hwan.
Uh,
Jang Ju
Ch-
Hwan.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
Oh, Rob.
You did a good job, Bob. Probably.
Thanks.
Probably.
JANG JOON dash HWAN.
Oh, Bob, please don't start.
I never stopped. This stars Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons,
Chang
Aiden Delvis.
Chun Hwan.
Thank you. It sounds so much better when you say it. Alicia Silverstone is in here for a little bit as well. Got Shaboy Stavros Halkias. Got to give some shouts outs, Plot synopsis brought to you by IMDb is as follows. Two conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnap the high-powered CEO of a major company convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth. Gentlemen, new-ish film, obviously, first-time watch, unless you guys gave it a rewatch. Would you recommend folks at home check out Bugonia? Randy, kick us off.
Yeah, I would recommend. I think Yorgos is firing on all cylinders here for the most part. I've got a lot that I want to think about with this movie with you guys because I feel like some shit I think flew right over my head maybe. But regardless, just the experience of it was a lot of fun. So recommended.
Right on. Juice, what about you?
Yeah, I absolutely would recommend people check this out. I think this is a fantastic representation of how to do, I think, of like reinterpretation well. Coming from like a foreign film, and yeah, I mean Yorgos is fucking killing it, and Emma Stone too. That duo together. Jesse Plemons is fantastic here. I think it's
Team
really.
Jesse.
I think, yeah, Team Todd over
Team
here. Team
Todd.
Todd, right, Bob? Looks like I was
Right,
right all along.
Fucking Todd is the worst.
15 some odd years later, and I was
No,
right all along, Bob.
he still taunts me. Todd from Breaking Bad, that is. He's a real
Yes.
motherfucker.
That was our first experience with Mr. Plemons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would. And also, too, I mean, a cool thing about this, I mean, I don't know how people are presenting it, but a black comedy, or I don't know, it's very dark film, but it's got a lot of nominations along with Sinners, like at the, Golden Globes. I don't think it actually won anything at the Golden Globes as far as I know. But I mean, it's out there getting nominated and everything, so good on that squad. But yes, check it out. You should watch this. Highlight of the year for sure. Randu, how about you? Would you recommend people check this out?
I'm so glad that my words carry so much weight with you that you want to come back to me and get my
Oh, did you?
recommendation a second time.
You did. Bob, would you recommend people check this out? I'm like looking at different screens trying to get all the information straight. I'm actually
yeah.
trying to
Every
bring
screen
some
is a picture of
information.
me.
It's Randy. There he is.
And Randy, back to you.
And
Would
Bob, over to you.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I would recommend the shit out of this, actually. I saw it in the theater, super fun theatrical experience. And the more I kind of sit with it and think on it, just the more I like the film. It continues to grow on me, and it started the baseline was pretty high and it just keeps growing. So yeah, I think this is definitely worth your time. So be sure to check out Bugonia. That sounds like just across the board hard recommendation from the
I
Straight Trilogy.
recommend.
Oh, it's so
Tight.
hard.
Hard and tight.
So tight and dick skin.
Just yeah.
It's tighter
Check
than
it out.
dick skin.
Mhm. I said what I said, and you will accept that.
All right. Check out Bugonia. We're going to be spoiling the shit out of this movie, and here comes your warning.
Spoiler warning.
Boys, do you think this podcast will
Ooh,
ever
it's tighter than dick skin.
there it is,
There
will
you go.
ever mature with our age?
What?
Do you think
No.
this
Fucking
podcast will
talking
ever
about, bro?
mature with our age, you think?
I think this podcast is going to be what puts us in a cell one day, probably.
Damn. They don't have cells over here in Korea, Randy, so I'm good to go.
What do they have, like rock gardens? What are you doing?
Where do they stick you? Where do you go?
Prisons are just an honor system over here,
It's just a nice apartment.
Come on,
that you
man,
can
don't
leave
escape. You ruined
for-
it for everyone.
It's just a nice apartment in a kind of shady side of town. And by shady, it means there's no Starbucks around here.
Oh God,
I
true
know.
hell.
Nest
God,
Cafe. What am I in fucking third
unnecessary
world right
cruelty.
All right, Bob, hit us with that plot synopsis. I assume
right.
it's all in Korean.
Strap in. Oh, it is. Let me tell you.
now?
All right.
Kansanida.
Here we go. Michelle Fuller is the CEO of a pharmaceutical company and is kidnapped by Teddy and his autistic cousin Dawn. Teddy's mother was previously part of a clinical trial held by Michelle's company, which resulted in her being comatose. Teddy now believes Michelle is part of a superior alien race called the Andromedons, who are killing Earth's bees and forcing humans into subservience. Teddy and Dawn keep her in the basement of Teddy's childhood home. They shave her head and cover her in antihistamine cream, which actually kind of makes her look like an alien. They say she has 4 days to negotiate a meeting with her emperor before the lunar eclipse happens, which will then allow their ship to enter Earth's atmosphere undetected. While torturing Michelle via electric shock, Her endurance of such high voltage proves to Teddy that she is indeed a member of the Andromedon royal family, and he invites her upstairs for dinner. They are interrupted by a local police deputy named Casey, who was also Teddy's childhood babysitter. Casey is looking for Michelle, but primarily just wants to apologize for sexually abusing him when he was a kid. Teddy distracts him by showing off his apiary in the backyard. Michelle tries to get Don to help her. Don says he wants to go to outer space with her. She promises to take him, and as she does, he shoots himself in the head. Casey hears the shot, and Teddy kills him with a shovel. Michelle convinces a frantic Teddy that a bottle of antifreeze in the back of her car is a secret cure for his mother. Teddy dislocates her kneecap so she can't escape. He takes the antifreeze and injects it into his mother's IV at the hospital, and she ends up dying. While he's gone, Michelle frees herself and uncovers a room filled with human remains and pictures of several people Teddy has killed, suspecting they're aliens. Teddy returns home, and Michelle breaks him down mentally by explaining an alternate version of human history. She says the Andromedons felt bad for causing the dinosaurs to go exist, so they created humans in their own image. As humans become more aggressive, the Andromedons spend thousands of years trying to guide them away from their flawed nature. She claims the
That's
mothership.
Moonman talk.
She claims the mothership has what is needed to save mankind and agrees to arrange a meeting for him. They go to her office where Teddy reveals he's wearing a bomb on his chest. She tells him to get in her closet as it's a portal to the ship. He does, and the bomb goes off, killing him and knocking Michelle unconscious. She wakes up in an ambulance and jumps out, runs back to her office, gets in the closet, and teleports to her mothership. She is now revealed to actually be an Andromedon and convenes with the High Council. She explains the human experiment has failed and pops a huge bubble thing, which instantly kills all humans on Earth, but the animals are good to go. We see human corpses litter the planet, and bees slowly begin returning to Teddy's apiary. Roll them credits.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
This has like quite a bit. It's been a couple years. I wanted to rewatch Save the Green Planet for this, but I ran out of time with the flight and everything. But this has a lot of things that are different, but I think it really captures the just overall feeling and premise very well. And adds new, I think the things that they change add new dynamics to it that give it like a different kind of lens, but that still captures it. I think he just did a really good job representing this. So like one of the big differences is it's a boyfriend and girlfriend working together, not not a cousin, family. And so there's a little bit of a dynamic there of like maybe like abusive relationship or like a manipulative type of relationship in that. But I think this adds like an interesting dynamic to that. But yeah, I think it's just a really great switch up that is weirdly relevant today with how popular conspiracy theories and things
I will
are.
eat your ass.
Exactly.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
think Save the Green Planet came out like 2003, so I mean it's pretty far removed at this
I didn't
point.
realize it was that old. I mean,
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
crazy
something like
old.
that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I have not
Wow.
seen it yet. I definitely plan to
Yeah,
in the near
2003.
future.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cult classic style. It's a lot more campy and like goofy and over the top, but it's still like dark and some of the things going on, and it has the same ending where ultimately they were right and the guy was an alien and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie, I think it's at least in part due to Ari Aster's interest in the original movie, Save the Green Planet. I guess he had like some sort of bootleg of it because I don't, to my knowledge, you still can't buy it in the States. I think Arrow Video's putting it out like next month or very
Ooh,
soon.
I
But
gotta go on
Oh,
the
wow.
hunt then. I gotta go to the old flea market.
Like
Check.
you don't have to no, just at like psychically send the order to Bob and it'll be ordered in triplicate.
Oh, by
send
the
it to you.
way, I should have announced that in housekeeping. I saw a little Bob
Ooh.
order on the
Saw a little
straight chillin'.
a little Bob order. What is that? Is
Whoops.
that his
Straight
wiener? What is it?
chillin'. He used the straight chillin' Gmail to order some blues, and let me go ahead and
Oh.
tell you, the average was not $5.
Ooh.
It was a high average on those purchases, Bob.
Anyway, Ari Aster had seen this movie and was very interested in doing a remake. and he put together, I believe that at least the first pass of a screenplay, and then showed it to like a producer friend of his, and then the producer got involved with Yorgos. I guess he gave the script to Yorgos, and who had never seen the movie, wasn't familiar with it, and read the script and loved it, and then watched the movie. And I guess whatever version of that script he had in his head, he felt like it was different enough from the original that it would justify doing this type of remake. And it sounds like that follows kind of how you feel too, Juice. There's like a lot of similarities, but it's definitely not beat for beat. And it sounds like the tone is a little different too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely more comedy, I guess. But also to like I love how he does incorporate the modern day. I love the flat
Mhm.
earth and how
Right. Yeah.
serious it looks though. It's not played goofy. It's so like epic or whatever. It's I
Yeah.
love that. Just incorporating it. It's like this another conspiracy theory that's proven true and how unhinged the casting in this is perfect. Jesse Plemons is so fucking greasy and dirty
Hmm.
but trying to present himself when like that dinner scene when they're eating the spaghetti like his back and forth between him and Stone is so amazing. She like does her crazy smile and he's like, "No, why don't you say it?" And she's like, "No, you go ahead, say it. Why don't you
Mhm.
say it?" And I love like their back and forth. Their chemistry is really great in this, I think, and they both do a good job in their roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
totally agree.
incredible work. But I think this might be some of, like, for my money, Plemons' best work. Like maybe his best. I don't know. Like seeing him do this thing where he's kind of very specific energy that is, I thought, was really well like twisted in Civil War when we watched that film. But in this one, it's like just kind of the perfect middle ground between those, his like typical just his cadence and that particular kind of character, that sort of like threatening character. He's a true believer in what he's saying, and that's what makes him dangerous. Not that he's like a malicious person
Yeah.
necessarily. He's just truly believes in the fucking insanity that he's spouting.
And the
I don't know. I just
situation that
really
they
love that.
build around it is kind of perfect too. I think that's a very different dynamic from what the original film was. Is this idea these guys they're living out together. His cousin is somehow mentally handicapped in some way, and
He's on the spectrum.
yeah, and also to just like their family situation, their money situation, his sexual abuse history, the history with his mother having this opioid addiction and like going through like the court, being beaten down by corporate and like just the tragedy surrounding everything and just like the lower income status of these people and everything and just like how it feeds into it. It just makes it such a like a true it feels like it's hard
Mhm.
because you like feel so bad for him in some ways but at the same time
Hmm.
it's one of those person who would legitimately give you concern on the street even though it's like oh I'm trying to live a normal life guy or it's a very interesting nuanced dynamic that is very true especially like to the American experience of being kind of like isolated in this small kind of community, forgotten by society a little bit, but having enough willpower to like take care of yourself in a limited capacity and be able to get into this kind of trouble and then the dark turns that it takes of like finding all these dead bodies in his basement and all of those like little turns you're like holy shit because you're going through the whole thing not knowing or assuming that he's fucking crazy of course and
Yeah,
this is a
that's how it's
ridiculous
painted. Yeah.
conspiracy yeah um and so that's how the whole film plays out and I think it's just like a thrilling kind of ride because he's always on the edge of being like so dangerous
Mm.
but also presenting as like a kind of normal rational human
Well,
being which
that's
I think there's a
yeah.
lot of people like that honestly
That's I mean, yeah, like the like people not not every person with like mental disturbances is a raving lunatic that you can spot a mile away. There are some usually just like normal people with some twisted up ideas, wrapping up their
Yeah.
reality in
Then you have
something
a
that's
10-minute
largely a
conversation with
coping
them.
mechanism for something else.
Mm.
You know, like, and that's really what this character is, and that's kind of what leads me to like sort of the big thing that I keep pondering, and I'm not sure. Like, I feel like dumb as rocks because I feel like I'm not getting there somehow. I really loved this movie, the experience of it. I was watching it with a group of friends, and like I don't know, we were all really enjoying it. I kept saying throughout the movie, I was like, man, I hate both of these characters so much. Like, I loved them, but I hate them. Like, they're just too loathsome members of our own society that they just pulled into this movie, basically. But then when the ending happens and the rug pulls, I was like pretty baffled by it. I was like, it's fascinating to look at, and it's like kind of funny, but I'm not sure what message it's sending. And somebody I was watching with was like, I don't know, man. It kind of feels like they're just validating the most insane thinking that people can have. Like, they're ultimately
Yeah.
siding with him. Like, and I'm not sure how to square that exactly, because I
Well, see,
don't
that's where
think
the
that Yorgos is saying no, follow your instincts.
Well, I think that's where the conflict, and that's why it's like kind of fascinating that this film that is a reinterpretation of a foreign film that came out 22 years ago
Mhm.
feels so potent in today's society, and where you have to think that, like, oh my God, is he validating the loudest, craziest people that are in the market right now that have an audience that are being supported?
Or is
Bec-
it at their expense, or is
Yeah, because at the
yeah.
time it has the same ending that the original film had that came out 22 years ago, when it was played more as a comedy. Like, haha, what? You know, the crazy guy who lives out on the mountain, the hermit on his own, was right. Oh, what a crazy
Well,
twist.
because
You
the
would never
commentary
see
is
that
so
coming.
thick up until this moment, so it feels like if it's just a complete like absurdist rug pull, that would work better if they had not front loaded with so much political
Yeah.
driven commentary. But it's like that's what the movie is up until the last 10 minutes, where you are told like that the truth is not what any sane person would ever expect to be, and that
Mhm.
one of these characters was actually right all along. It wasn't just like two crazy people, two like a sociopath and a mentally unhinged person bouncing off each other in an insane like boundless society. Like, that's what I thought the movie was the whole time, and then it just really picked a side, kind of, or at least arguably. And I don't know that I like that, if that is indeed the im- the intention.
I
But
had like an
go ahead.
evolution to my reaction of the ending. So like when I was in the theater and I first watched it, I like when the ending happens and Jesse Plemons explodes, all of that seems to feel like grounded, and then
Yes.
Emma
She
Stone
starts
gets
running.
knocked out. Well, she gets knocked out and then wakes up in the ambulance, and I was like, okay, maybe from that moment on, the rest of the movie is actually like sort of in her head as she's knocked out unconscious and is not reality. But then I don't know, I just keep thinking about this ending, and then I realized like when I thought that doesn't seem like anybody else like interpreted the movie that way. And I was like, well, maybe I'm just way off base here. And then I was like, well, yeah, maybe like it feels so weird for him to just totally validate these extreme conspiracy theorists because it feels like it doesn't necessarily vibe with the rest of the movie. So I was like, well, yeah, maybe kind of like you mentioned, Randy, he's taken the piss out of the conspiracy theorists by showing like how absurd what these people believe. Like
Maybe.
even when presented in a very like straight up way, it's like it highlights the absurdity of believing in those things by treating it very real and grounded.
But it kind of does it in that way where it's like almost indistinguishable from just regular validation, in
That's
the way
true.
like it's that
Yeah,
same
it's
argument that like I brought up multiple times that
About like
yeah,
like
American
is one of my
History X.
about
Yeah.
American History X. Yeah, exactly. Where like
yeah,
if you
yeah.
pretend like at a
Yeah.
certain point you're play acting as something as a critique of that thing can morph into a celebration of that thing or an homage
Depending
to
on
that
the
But
thing.
see that,
viewer and
but I
yeah.
think, yeah, because it's crafted in such a specific way, I think it's definitely. I don't think he's validating at all,
I
especially
I
gotta
don't
think
think
to
so.
not, because it's so
Yeah.
critical the rest of the time.
Yeah.
no, yeah, but also to
This
I
guy's a murderer. Like,
he is, and also too, I think the way that they show Jet, or well, I don't know, Teddy, how Teddy is the like taking the piss out of that, because like even like what he is saying is absurd, but also too, he's clearly unhinged. And even like he can't even present himself in a basic fashion. Like it looks like he never bathes. Like he's just, like his that's why I love the dinner scene so much, because he's trying so hard to present as a normal regular person. But still, if anybody was in that situation, a normal regular person, they would be scared or so even if he was, I love the idea of like, even if somebody were to give him the time of day to listen, he's so unhinged in his just regular life that nobody could
Could
approach
not
him
be duped.
anyways. Yeah, he's can't bathe himself, he can't. And so like the dinner scene where he's trying to present it, he's got like the wine poured and they're eating this like spaghetti and meatballs, and he can't even have a conversation with them. She picks him apart emotionally to where he just flies off the handle. And I think that that's like it's like, even if he was right, which is absurd and ridiculous, but it's so driven by his hateful spite and emotion that he can't even have a basic dinner conversation without threatening somebody's life, And I think that's the way that Teddy is presented is like taking the piss out of that. It's like, even if
I
somehow
agree.
you picked this puzzle apart, you did all these things, it's like you can't even have a basic conversation. So who would believe you? Of course, it's not that your ideas are so absurd, which it is, but it's like you're such a hostile, like broken person that you can't even operate in society on a human level. Does that make
No,
sense?
yeah, I mean that's totally true. Like every signpost in this movie is leading you to the conclusion that this is an emotionally disturbed man and dealing with a sociopathic fucking psychotic CEO who will say and do anything she needs to get out of this predicament, and who will pick him apart and push him to his limits in order to throw the chaos that she needs into the world to escape. Like that's the story that we're being told. It's like, and he has legitimate grievances in his life, legitimate grievances specifically towards her, honestly,
Yeah,
and
totally.
towards her company. Like that's all very legitimate. He has specific things that have happened to him that makes him a traumatized person, not just with her, but with fucking Stavros's character, like, which was completely out of left field. It felt like, um, but like he is being presented this way the whole time, which is why seeing like, I don't know, like I also, Rob, to your point earlier, like I also dallied with the idea of like, is this in somebody's head? Is this, or have we detached from realistic storytelling and gone into like subjective storytelling? I thought it might have happened with Jesse Plemons when he went into the like, when his mom died, maybe even. I thought it was like, is the rest of the like, because she starts like monologuing about like, well, like about like
Yeah.
the Andromedons or whatever, and this dinosaurs, and saying the most insane shit possible, and I'm like, okay, well, she's clearly either playing him or this is what he wants to hear in the most
He's had the
devastating
mental
emotional moment of
breakdown.
his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like of an already troubled life. So I don't know, man. But I don't think there's a whole lot that substantiates that from. It's just me grassing about trying to figure out why this movie is doing the thing that it's doing,
But it's
which
also
is
creating the
ultimately,
society that
yeah.
builds that creates those kind of people. As you said, like he has legitimate, in some ways you almost like want to take his side, even when you think he's crazy, like the way
Oh, you
that they
want to think there's an
treated
easy
his
answer that,
mother.
oh, it's aliens that have done this to us, or aliens that have caused, or like, no, that's a true thing. That is one, like, that is magical thinking. People, and that is what creates conspiracy theorists, is
Sure.
people see a problem in the world, be it theirs or somebody else's, usually theirs,
They can't
and they
accept
want
that
to ascribe it to
humans are
something besides the
capable. Yeah.
chaos of humanity and
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
world. Like
Exactly.
happenstance, like, but they're like, they need there to be puppet masters because that's less frightening than the idea that we are just bouncing off each other like fucking
Yeah,
chaos.
Emma Stone at the dinner scene, I mean, says exactly that. She's like,
Yeah.
you don't know that I'm an alien. You need me to be an alien because that's the easy answer for your situation. You can blame everything on me. Which, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in the world that are going that route. I think
But it's
there's
true
a
too when it is hard to accept, like as a society though, like going back to the grievances he has with
mm,
the mother situation. It's like, yeah, but it is hard to accept not from a conspiracy theory point, but it's hard to accept that we live in a society where, you know, such a large portion of the people are, let's say, addicted or dying because of an opioid crisis. And what was that caused by? And like the driving factor of essentially what is unchecked capitalism that just drives society into the ground and exploits the weakest or even the most regular of people for the sake of these people at the top. That is hard to accept, because if you're just a regular person, then yeah, you essentially your life is worth nothing to the people who run things. And that is really hard to accept. That sucks. That's a terrible reality. And that's the reality he lives in, an even worse reality where the person who abused him is an authority figure as well. And so the whole system around him, the whole society that he lives in, he can't win. That is hard to accept as a regular person, that like, yeah, the world, the society that you live in is garbage and it's terrible. And you have to create this fucking fantasy to cope.
Well, that's the thing, is like you don't
you
don't. Many people
no, you don't. Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
No.
That is a byproduct of
you shouldn't.
Not
you have to.
Don't
Let me
do
conduct
that.
You heard it here from Straight Chilling.
Now, I've got a new pitch for you.
I
here,
got
and stay
something
with
I
me
need to
here.
sell that will really save your life here. So stick around till the end of the show.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see the aliens.
Save humanity. No, but like that's the thing, is like you don't have to do that. That is also one of the many failings of the human condition, that like the same human condition that got him there, pushed him to those traumatic points where he has this mental break, is causing that to other people. His fucking cousin dies because of his psychosis, not because of anything he did or because of anything that any character flaw of his own. He's not. He tries to talk his cousin out of it. He's just not strong-willed enough, and he's mentally disabled in some capacity. And so he has to he's being led by the nose down this horrible path. And when he finally realizes that, that's when the trauma takes hold of him. He ends up getting his cousin killed. He ends up directly killing his mother because of what he wants to believe, not because of what is true. And so like, I yes to all of that, but also like this is, it doesn't, it takes I think it takes a little bit more than just, boy, the world's pretty screwed up to get to that point. It also takes a direct harm to you in some way, a direct sort of trauma. And everybody has some level of trauma in their lives, even if it seems mediocre by comparison to others, because Lord knows there's degrees. But your worst trauma is still your worst trauma. And there can be things that throw all of those feelings towards a need, and puts all of your problems start to orbit around an idea that explains them. Whether or not it is true or not, it needs to be true, as she said, as you said. And so like but doing that pushes you and the people in your personal orbit further down that pipeline in some way or another, because you're causing harm on other people. So it's the same condition that got him there is the condition that he is spreading, is what I'm trying to say.
That's a good point, because pretty much mirrors her in that, like, he's the lowest of society, but even he is like over his cousin, let's say, and he completely abuses him. He manipulates and abuses him when they're having dinner. He's like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" He's like, "Not now, Don." He just totally puts him down, totally treats him like shit.
Towards the beginning of the movie, the chemical castration scene is so hard to watch, man.
So
when
terrible.
his cousin's like, "I kind of wanted to be with someone someday," and you're like your heart's breaking for this guy. It's so hard to watch, man.
Fuck,
it's
I forgot
tough.
about that.
Yeah, it's tough.
And that's the thing about this movie, is that it like balances this absurdist kind of comedy where it's like so ridiculous with the moments like that. That was a really hard scene. And when the mom dies, like, damn, dude, that's such a harsh moment. But then they play it up, he's racing on his bicycle. He looks fucking ridiculous. He's covered in blood, and the music is like pounding. And it's just, there are these moments that just completely make your heart sink. When she finds the dead bodies, when there's a fucking head in a jar in his basement and shit. When the
Surprise,
cousin
motherfucker.
When the cousin shoots himself. Damn, when he's,
The
the cousin is the great balance of like really bringing out some of these like really, really harsh moments.
the
Because his
torture scene where they put 400 volts through Emma Stone's head is
and then he's just like, "Oh,
really
I'm
hard to
sorry."
watch.
Like,
Yeah.
Wow,
it's like,
you could
what?
really take a lot. I guess let's go have some sketty now. Like Jesus
Yeah, what the
Christ, man. It's
Ugh.
yeah.
fucking
So
crazy.
all of that to say, like that, all of that going towards the ending that we got, it just, I want to understand why that
I
decision
think
was made. I
there's
just want to understand that.
another like more nihilistic, I think, interpretation that you could have of the ending of this movie, where like the whole movie itself, basically what we're getting at, the whole movie up until the very end, it's like this very like morose, horrific snapshot of just like present day life. And like the end happens, and I guess you could almost take the ending as like Yorgo saying like, I don't fucking know what's gonna happen, but somebody needs to burn it all down. Fuck it, why not aliens? Just get rid of all of us and let the bees come back, and the planet can heal or whatever.
Well, within the realm of conspiracy theories, I mean, that's like a common thing. There are people out there who legitimately will say, you have all these ideas and this is happening. Ooh, this comet's flying by and stuff. And people
Hmm.
legit just kind of like break down and be like, I wish someone would show up and
Mhm.
change things. Like things are
But that's
so bad,
doomsday cults are built around
or
this.
doomsday cults. It's so terrible that like some higher power, some higher being needs to come and change things, even if it's necessarily for the worse. Because I think people feel so detached from each other in a way. It's like why would you want things to get worse like for everybody? And it's also kind of goes back to like the Watchmen idea or whatever. It's like, oh well, when there's
Yeah.
a common enemy or common
Mhm.
threat, at least like we
The
can come
unifying.
together to
Mhm.
unify. I think people feel so isolated as well that it almost feels more beneficial to have this singular crisis that everyone can focus on together and come
Mhm.
together than what we live in now, where everyone
And
is
it's
fighting
thrilling
each
to be on
other
the
and
vanguard
isolated.
of discovering the truth or whatever
Yes.
that truth may or may
Yeah,
not be.
yeah.
So,
I
like,
know
it
what's
gives
really going
purpose to
on.
you as an individual while also like making a blanket statement about why the world is the way it is and has treated you specifically and the rest of the world the way it does. Why the world is fractured, why people are at each other's throats for one reason. Like all of those things are explained in one by one thing. And
Yeah.
that is just like it's very appealing. It's a very appealing way to think of the problems of the world. And I don't know, like when it ends with like them literally popping the fucking dome on
The atmosphere is
On the
the Earth,
actually
flat
like
Earth.
the atmosphere,
disintegrating, like the
Yeah.
atmosphere. Yeah.
and it's very clear like colony don't collapse. And like let's talk about like the theme of bees and hives. Like
Mm.
what is like so like there's all this
I
discussion
wanted to
about
read this. So
oh
Begonia,
sure
Begonia, the name refers to an ancient Greek myth and practice where bees were believed to spontaneously generate from the carcass of a sacrificed ox, symbolizing death giving rise to new life, often used metaphorically for rebirth or renewal from corruption.
oh
So that's why the dinner scene, like, too, is like really popular because like Teddy keeps the bees too, and again the kind of like mirroring aspect of it, where it's like to the bees, Teddy is kind of like the alien, right? Like he controls the colony, and
yeah, he
and
reaps
and
all the
he
benefits.
yeah, he reaps all the benefits, and he speaks of them in the same way that she speaks on
Right.
society, and the way that she as a CEO and company also kind of represent the idea where when she speaks about it, Teddy becomes very resentful because then he's like, "Oh, well, you're mocking me. You're talking down to me. I'm your bee." But they have the same idea. They operate in the same way. It's like when Teddy has power, he operates in the similar kind of way that she does. But he resents her because he's lower on the totem pole, right? And so it's just I think this kind of representation.
It's just yeah, I don't know. It's like yes, I see that. I just don't know what it all works to exactly. You know what I mean? Like what that says about the
Burn it
problem.
all down.
Like, is that what it was? Because like I don't know. Like the other thing about that is like I find a huge disconnect between the like a colony of bees and humanity, and that's the comparison being made. Like a colony of bees is built on literal hive mind. Like that is what it is, working towards a queen or whatever. And the aliens in this story are basically doing that by coercion and by manipulation. Um, but that's not necessarily the truth of bees. They're hardwired that way. That is how they would survive even if no human had ever seen they'd never seen a human. So like I don't know. Like I'm not like, and the problem that is being pointed out through the majority of this movie to me, one of them is like individuals with their individual problems causing harm on each other that compounds into bigger and bigger issues that cascades across all of humanity. Like that's like Jesse Plemons' character being abused and his mom being a guinea pig for a rich person. Like all those things are compounding on him, and that compounds onto other people, as I pointed out earlier. So like, I just don't. I feel like there's a disconnect there where like no one bee is going around causing harm to the other bees in the hive because of his emotional trauma. That's just not something that exists. So I don't know if it's like and I just don't know, man. I spin out
Maybe
trying to think this through.
I mean, so her being Emma Stone being the queen in this situation, she wants humans to perform more like bees, where it is a hive mind and they just produce your honey and don't act out
Yeah.
no matter what. Yeah, so they're we're not conforming exactly, but I don't. Yeah,
They
I don't
destroy the
know if
colony
that's
themselves.
I don't know if that's the driving point of this movie though. Like it's just another layer.
No, but it's
I know
the
when the
title
movie.
and it's the theme.
Yeah, I mean, a
It's a
sort
pretty
of
big
And she's
rebirth.
and on the thing, she's covered in honey.
Yeah,
She's covered
so
in honey, and like even the way that they dress in the hive or
Yeah.
whatever is
I think
kind of hivey.
I think the themes of this movie might have more to do with the Greek meaning of the word than it has to do with like bees themselves. I mean, obviously it's all worked into this, but that idea you said, Juice, where a sort of like a sort of rebirth
A renewal
after
from corruption, yeah.
yeah, a renewal from corruption. Maybe that's the central message here. Burn down the
Well,
The thing is
kinda
corrupted.
though,
like
like the
even
thing
like
that's corrupting them is not themselves. It's an alien in this situation. The thing that at least partially, yes, the
Partially.
human beings bounce off each other because we've got Starbucks' character, but we've got Michelle. Michelle is both the beekeeper in that scenario and also the one who directly caused his mother to be in the situation that she's in, and then
Mhm.
directly causes her to die by way of him, manipulates him to kill her. So she like it's not even like the corruption is coming from the beekeeper in that situation.
But
I don't
also
know.
too, but in that like kind of part of the point as well is like whether she was an alien or not, she is still like the cause of it. Whether if it just played out where she's the CEO, well, yeah, it would still
She
kind of be
still
the
had a
same
lot of blame.
feeling, right? It would still be the same. She's destroying
Well,
humanity
no,
for
it's like
profit.
she is not the one. Like in
Well,
in
the
in the
one, but
final
it still has
scenario,
the same kind of
ultimately she will have caused the same harm. It just would be
yes.
for different reasons and
Yeah, and
with a
from a
different
different
level of
aspect.
influence.
Yes, yes, yes.
Although not that different if we're being honest. And that's kind of what I liked about it too is like I don't know. I love it and I don't hate it. I was gonna say I love it and I hate it, but that's not even true. I
It's
really love it. I
challenging
just
your
like to like
mind,
turn it
Randy.
over in my
Mhm.
hands and think about it and inspect it a little bit. And I really wish I could find something more satisfying than just like than what it seems like, which is like, yeah, like all these problems in the world, they can probably be explained by some bullshit. We might as well just kill ourselves now because this fucking thing is spinning out, and who can stop it?
Well,
Nobody.
I
So
don't
it just
think it's
feels very
necessarily that.
bleak in a bad way.
I think one of the reasons it feels bleak is because again, and
Bleak in a bad way. I said, Jesus Christ.
I kind of I kind of feel this in some aspect too. Not to like removed, like we're an audience removed, and we're like looking at this aspect, and so you're like, well, Jesse Plemons is definitely not a protagonist. Like he's not someone you necessarily want to associate with because he's fucking crazy.
Well, he's not
You
a
don't
hero. He
you
is
yeah, you
possessed.
don't want well, yeah, but you don't want to associate with Emma Stone either in a kind of way, right? And in some way, I guess you could say, well, yeah, I mean, if Jesse Plemons represents humanity, then I guess I side more with him because yes, he is downtrodden ultimately. But the point is like there is enough blame, right? Like there's a critique for for both of these sides
Yeah.
essentially. Like he's right, but he is creating his own problems through the way he operates and the way he abuses his own cousin and stuff like that. And so I think that that is not necessarily like, oh, we just gotta like burn it all down. It's not. It's just. It's almost this like. It's almost
I mean,
this like there is no hero, right? And it's almost like if Jesse Plemons were able to recognize his own flaws or the things that he is using to abuse others or scare other people away, well, then maybe he could have saved humanity.
I'm just like ultimately, I guess I don't know. I'm not sure, man. Because like to me, it's like yes, all of those things for the most part are true. Yeah, like clearly there's like these are both extremely flawed characters. No matter what the final outcome was, these are flawed fucking characters in big ways that speak to the flaws of humankind and certainly in America. But I don't think you need it to turn out the way that it did for that to be true. That was true up until that moment. That's the
I
ending is
guess
what's
so.
actually casting a little doubt on that.
So where how do you think it should have ended?
I don't know. Like, and that's the
Hmm.
thing is like I didn't really know where it was going. I thought it would ultimately end just tragically for Jesse, and
He
my
blows
guess was
up.
that it would be he
Yeah.
blew up and becomes a punchline, not completely undeservedly, but like becomes kind of a punchline, and then nobody Michelle becomes even more of a status figure because she's a hero now that survived in
Well,
like
also
this
that's what you
horrible
expect
thing.
throughout the whole film, right? That's what you assume throughout the whole film that
That's what I
he's crazy, yeah. So it
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean, but
leave
that
as
doesn't
much of
mean
an
it's a bad
impact.
choice.
Yeah,
No, and like it does, it is a shocking ending. But like subversion, subversion isn't always like good just for its own sake.
sure.
So I mean, like that's what I'm saying is like I could deal with some subversion, and I don't necessarily hate this ending, but I do think that it casts doubt on everything that preceded it, which is a shame because I felt like what was said up till that point was pretty valuable shit, and I don't want to let that shit go because it speaks more to my lived reality than the ending of the movie does, which seems well past my reality into someone's fantasy land. I don't necessarily want to indulge the psychotic fantasies that got this, autistic kid to shoot himself or got this
Mm.
kid to kill his own mother. Like I don't you know what I mean? I don't know. Like it just that's the thing that I can't quite find. I can't quite unlock the code on that myself. I haven't yet. And I still think that it's like very evocative enough, and the rest of the movie is so strong, and the like characterizations are so strong, and the absurdity of the end is so interesting that like I still love this movie,
Yeah.
regardless. Like as a piece of art, I think it's really fucking interesting and was actually really fun, like despite all of the bleakness of it. But it's just kind of like I feel like it's a Pandora's box. I can't really solve the Rubik's cube here.
It's definitely open for interpretation. You can make of it whatever you want to, really. And I think that's upon I watched this one more time before reviewing it with you guys, and I think like I just keep pulling more threads and finding more interesting ways to sort of go about interpreting the ending. And also on a second watch, like you knowing how things are going to end up, watching Emma Stone's performance specifically, you can almost kind of see her like flipping back and forth in her mind, thinking like, "Oh fuck, he's really on to me," but then like going back out of it real quick to not like give herself away. There's like some little nuanced like things she does with her face that are just
And that's the
really
thing, like
kind of amazing.
I was noticing that too, and I only watched it the once, but I was noticing like,
Yeah.
but to my mind, it was like, this is the movie, not the movie necessarily leading us astray, but it's we're putting ourselves in Jesse's position, and like, what is he thinking about her answer here, or at least that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It was like, what does
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons think about her answer? And you watch her think and like say things or whatever throughout this before she does the big reveal or whatever. And it's you if you're looking for it, it's faces in the fire. Like you're looking for it, and so it's there.
Mhm.
But then it turns out to be fucking true that there was a face in the goddamn fire. So yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
yeah.
fascinating to think about. I don't
I
know.
mean, I didn't know how this was going to end, but having seen the first one, I assumed that it probably would end in the same way. So even just watching it the one time, I was like going through the whole time, and that's why like Emma Stone's performance like was so good. I like her that smile at the dinner table is like so fantastic. But also too, just another other things I love about this movie are like the designs, like them shaving her head and like you said, putting the cream on. It's so fucking unhinged, but the
Literally turns her into
dialogues,
a gray.
yeah, the dialogues too are like some lines in here. One of them, Teddy says, 99% of what's called activism is really personal exhibitionism and brand maintenance in disguise. Like there's like so many fun potent
Mhm.
like jab lines, and
Dude,
when she attacks him or when he attacks her at the thing, but then she just starts whooping his ass and she says, you can't beat me because you are a loser and I'm a winner, and that's fucking life. Like that just
Fucking
dude,
brutal, man.
it is
Beating the
brutal.
shit out of him too.
I'll tell you, man. Yeah, I don't know.
The
I really like.
cinematography
Oh, sorry.
is something that
Okay.
I've really picked up on too, specifically in the beginning where you see Emma Stone sort of in her habitat, and they make her like everything she's like her house, her office, her car, they make it all feel very alien with these kind of like weird angles, and there's a lot of straight lines. And when even when they go as far as to like when she's in her car and she's driving down the road, it has this like almost UFO like low humming noise that it makes. Like little touches like that I thought were really incredible. And then juxtapose that to like whenever you're in the house with Jesse Plemons and it's just like chaotic, like full of just shit everywhere, and it totally lacks that sense of like cleanliness or like order. It's
Well, the
just
juxtaposition is crazy.
That's
Yeah.
a good
yeah,
point, Bob, though, because yeah, you should feel more comfortable in the human environment, right? But
yeah.
it still feels hostile. That's like a perfect representation of these characters where it's like something's off about her and feels alien, even though it's like the luxury and the things that people tend to maybe aspire to. But then you go over to Jesse Plemons' house and it should feel more down homey and relatable, but it feels hostile and dangerous
It
too.
does,
That's a
yeah.
It
perfect
feels
representation.
animalistic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
No,
Yeah, that's
no, it
great.
is true.
Hmm.
Like I don't know, like one of the did want to say that one of the things that really resonated for me about Jesse Plant, like one of the lines was when he was talking um about his explorations, I mean, his research or whatever that he's done. And he's like, I went to the all you can eat buffet and I got everything they had to offer and none of it worked. I tried far left, I tried far right, I tried this, I tried that. I'm like, and none of it really gave me, all of it felt performative. And I was like, there's some like real fucking shit coming out of this dude's mouth right now.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
I've interacted with people who have entertained all of the most insane options that are available to them just to make sense of the world until they landed on one of them that just became the
Resonated with them.
worldview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just resonated enough to where it's like, okay, full bore, can't go back because I will not go back to casting about. I cannot, my ego cannot take that. And that is a huge distillation of a lot of America's fractured identity and stuff and humanities in general.
Well, I think that's an interesting perspective now, too, even from the idea that this was made as a Korean movie first. But I feel like when I watch that movie and the way that it's presented, it is a lot more comedic because the situation seems a lot more obscure. This guy living out in the woods, and we've talked a lot about this before, whereas like Korean society, it's more about keeping the harmony, and so everyone kind of like goes along as a community with what's normal. And so having this kind of crackpot out in the woods is like, oh yeah, that's the weirdo guy. That's what we don't aspire to. Whereas like this, it's like, man, when it's almost like, again, the two opposite ends of what she represents, but then of what he represents is like, oh, in the society where this it's aspired to or promoted is like ultimate freedom, ultimate individualism. Find exactly what
Mhm.
resonates for you, what's special for you.
Yeah.
And Jesse Plemons doesn't seem like such an uh,
An
like an
outlier.
individual case. He feels like
Yeah.
someone, like he feels like probably thousands of people you can find in any given, like even small town across America. And that is
Millions.
scary. Yeah, very
Right?
scary
No,
within
like the thing
itself.
is like this is like
Bring
like
it
magical thinking.
down.
You need people like look for magical thinking or whatever, like whatever answer works for them. And now because the internet is what it is, those people all find each other, they promote each other, they promote themselves, and then they reach like broader audiences and people's like what they might have found entirely on their own before the internet or whatever is then gets like glommed on. That's why like so many conspiracies are wrapped up in each other. So many of these conspiracy theories are wrapped up in each other because the people that believe A are willing to entertain B, willing to entertain C, and it just like becomes this cascade of things. So I don't know. Like I just feel like there's something really really true. I think anybody is capable of falling down one of those pipelines. Nobody is immune to to I don't know, being misled or allowing their internal impulses or gut instincts to lead them down a horrible path, even if it doesn't lead to catastrophic results
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
does for
yeah.
Jesse Plemons. There's a lot of people that think some really horrible and crazy shit. And, like nobody is immune to that. That's what's scary. And that's the human condition. That is the thing that that is the thing that actually connects us as much as it divides us
Well,
is
I
that
think
ability to falter.
that's a good point about like why the ending feels so potent as well, though, too, because it almost attacks, your belief system in a way, right? Like, no, of course
Attacks all
Jesse
belief
Plemons is
systems. Yeah.
crazy, but when you feel betrayed by something, it's hard to accept the complete opposite of what your worldview is or what people in authority have told you or the way that the world works or the way is a
The
complete
explanation
lie
don't
or
fly.
a way to use to manipulate you in order for you to stay in line or like that's a really hard thing to accept, and when you do it's just complete bitterness and betrayal and leads you probably down a more dangerous path. So I mean, I think that that's a way that this ending is working in a really well way
This
as
is
well.
out of context. This is out of context, but one of my favorite lines from a band called the Hit JJ, which I'm sure I brought up before because I love it, is that we're all one or two bad decisions away from becoming the people that we fear and we pity. And
Oh,
I
is that
think
the
that's
Joker,
so
bro?
fucking true. I'm the Joker, baby.
So you're
The
saying at the end of this movie, we're all getting Jesse Plemons, basically.
I mean, and I don't know if this movie is advocating for that or just saying this is where we're headed. Watch out, or like,
Yeah.
like like there's ways to look at this, and then there's other ways to look at this, and then there's a fucking 100 other ways to look at this, and
I
it's
think
vexing as it is interesting.
I think what we learned is there's a lot of ways to look at this, but also we gotta land that fucking plane. I know we could keep going, but I don't know if we're ever going to come to exactly one way
No,
to
we're gonna
read this
solve
movie.
this.
Let's
Yeah,
call my boy
Put on the pot.
Yorgos.
Put the kettle
Yorgos,
on.
come
We're
solve
doing
this
this.
for us.
come explain your work. Let's go ahead and rate this bad boy out of 5. Rand Diesel, kick us off.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I'm not breaking new ground by saying what I always say when it comes to movies that elicit like more in-depth conversations. I love that in a movie, and this movie is like like from the jump. I knew this movie was gonna be that from like minute 5. I was like, okay, we're in. I did not know what this movie was about when I started it. I did not. I had not seen the or no, I did see the trailer like moments beforehand when we were deciding what movie to watch. We watched a few different trailers. But I had heard good things. I love these actors or whatever. It was really really great, and in a craft perspective, and in terms of what it is saying and how like I struggle with what it is like what its big central thesis is. All of the like bits and all of the baubles are so fucking delicious and interesting and fucking rich I don't know, man. I really love this movie. I look forward to getting some distance from it and like continuing to think about it and then watching it again in like 6 months, a year, whatever, and trying to see if it something new pops out at me that I wasn't really thinking about. And that's not always true with these thinker movies. You know what I mean? The other component of it that makes that possible is that it's just fucking enjoyable. There's some silliness to this. There's some like we've got fucking Stavros in this fucking movie. He may be a goddamn monster within the context of the movie, but it's still like fucking Stavros is here fucking playing a cop. I don't know. I watched him do
Yeah.
I watched him like talk about it on stage at like Comic Con or one of those fucking things. I don't know, somewhere, Variety Fest or some shit, whatever, if that's even a thing. And he was like, he was like just taking the piss out of him. So I was like, yeah, I didn't really prepare. I just went up there and did shit, like whatever. And it's like, yeah, I could kind of feel that stuff. You just kind of did your shit. I don't know. That's aside. I really like this movie a lot. I think that I don't have a whole lot negative to say about it, except that the ending vexes me and it leaves me feeling like I don't have it pinned down or don't have like I don't feel like I have every intention of the filmmaker under my radar here. So maybe that's not such a bad thing, but I feel some of the things I like about it, I feel like are maybe a little undercut by that ending. So that is what leads me to give it a 4.5 rather than a 5. Yeah, I'll leave
All
it at
right.
that.
4.5 from Rand Diesel. Juice, how do you feel?
Yeah, this is a highlight for the year for me. This is a great film, a great adaptation. I think it's, there's a lot of things to love about the original, but I think this kind of surpasses it for me. And I think it just does come from that place of that it feels more relevant to the life and society that I live in or know or familiar with. And I think he did a good job representing that. The acting here is fantastic. The overall just like design of just the choices of the way Plemons looks and handles himself, and changing it to having his cousin and being on the spectrum and just like all these like little changes that just add so much nuance and depth. Fucking this and Poor Things are some of like my favorite movies to come out in the past 5 years. Like I did watch that other one. I wasn't as crazy about it.
Kinds of
And
kindness.
yeah. I actually should probably watch it again. And then I haven't seen a couple. I still haven't seen The Lobster. So, but overall, I'm really impressed with him as a director. I love him and Emma Stone working together because they're getting like a lot of great stuff out of it. And yeah, the ending doesn't really bother me. I like how incorporating these other kinds of ideas of conspiracy theories, like the having the flat earth in there, like ultimately is like the taking the piss out of it for me, because it's just like the fact that that has become such a prominent idea in today's society and including that in this movie, like I just have to assume it's just completely like taking the piss out of these people, because like not only are these like aliens real, but like the earth is flat and the atmosphere is a bubble that she pops. Like it's just so
Yeah.
absurdist, you know?
Emma Stone standing right next to the flat Earth looks fucking absurd. Like, yeah, it is. It's great.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that they handle it really well. I think it's quite potent and the performances just back it up. I love their chemistry, their back and forth, the hostility between them. It's just great. It's really great. And then mixed in with those like sinking fucking moments, the mom dying, the cousin shooting himself, the shot at the very beginning, even just like setting up those types of beats. It just makes this movie hit really hard, but I'm gonna give it a little room to grow. But I do really like it. But I'm gonna echo Randy and also give it a 4.5. Bob, out of 5, where are you gonna rate this one? Actually, Randy, I forgot. We need to get Randy to rate
Yeah,
this really
Randy, what do you
quick.
think?
Let me
What
chime
do you
in here, man.
think?
Randy, come on. You've been quiet for a long time. Why don't you go ahead and
I
give us your
know. It's time for
thoughts?
me to lay it down.
Bob, shut up for a second and let
Oh
Randy
yeah.
speak. Now, Bob, out of 5.
Yeah, we're generally on the same page here. A couple things actually we didn't mention. I think the score in this is fucking fantastic, specifically in the moments where Jesse Plemons is sort of, raging around. It's this like crazy bombastic, like it almost has this like marching tempo to it. I love how it sounds. Really works well for me. Also, there's a lot of, maybe not a lot. There's at least a handful of like pretty comedic beats in this. Like it is a black comedy, but there is still some comedy in this. The moment where they're actually kidnapping Emma Stone and they're wearing Jennifer Aniston masks. It's like this horrific
Oh
moment where
yeah.
they're chasing this woman around the backyard, like, but they're wearing fucking Jennifer Aniston masks. It's like, I don't know. There's some moments that are just fucking funny, and that was one that really worked for me. Apparently, Yorgos is a big fan of Friends and asked if they could use her face for the masks in this. And Jennifer Aniston apparently is also like half Greek, which I didn't realize that. So she was down with it. She's like, absolutely go for it.
Hey,
So
you're
yeah, I
Greek,
mean,
I'm Greek. Yeah, we
that's
can.
apparently that's why he called Stavros. He was another famous Greek dude.
There you
Just gave him
go.
a call because he's obviously like not at the same acting level as anyone else in this movie. Let's be
He's
honest.
never acted, he
You
says.
know,
I
I've got
guess.
a little bit of Greek in me as well.
Oh wait, no, that's not true because he did his
Yeah,
Yorgos.
he's been in movies and at
maybe I
least one
misunderstood him. I
show
don't
that
know.
I know
No,
of.
that's true. I had
But
forgotten that.
he's been in shit. Yeah, this movie, I think it touches on so many things and it still feels so pointed. It obviously I think there's a bit of a climate change message here, but then like they touch on the internet echo chambers, conspiracy theorists, flat earthers, big pharma, opioid addiction, sexual abuse, Teddy dabbling in like alt-right and other like extreme shit. It's just like searching for a purpose to make sense of everything. I think you could even throw religion into it. It's just got a lot going on with it, and I think even upon further rewatches, it's just going to be even more and more rewarding to pull stuff out of this. Yeah, it's great. I'm leaving room to grow as well because I just don't I can't wrap my mind around it. And maybe that's the point, you're supposed to just meditate on this thing for a while. So I'm gonna come in with a four even with some room to grow. Really good shit.
Wow. A
Oh,
lot of
wow.
room to grow.
A whole point. That's going to put our aggregate at a 4.3 for Begonia. Let's go ahead and jump into our Rotten Tomatoes segment and see what the critics and users have to say.
All right, gents. Welcome to the Rotten Tomatoes segment in which I'm going to have these two gentlemen guess within the best of their abilities what the aggregate positive score is for Bugonia on RottenTomatoes.com. Starting as we always do with the tomatometer or the critics, and then moving on to the poopometer or the verified users. That tomatometer has 322 reviews on it. 322. I'm going to start with Bob tonight. Bob, what do you think those 322 reviewers thought of this film? What percentage were positive?
I could see this being a bit of a critical darling. It's a little artsy, it's a little fartsy, I could see critics getting behind this one pretty good. So I think it'll be high. Let me get The Boys 86
Ooh.
project, please.
One last disguise.
All right. 86 from Bob and the boys. Soju, what about you? Coming in over, under,
Ooh,
or yeah?
that's a good guess, Bob. Yeah, I mean, this is getting nominated for all kinds of awards, so I assume the critics think pretty highly of this. Ooh, that's kind of the tipping point right there, though. But I'll go scotch higher. I'll take 88.
88. Okay. Trying to hit that that
Yeah,
tie, I
yeah,
see.
trying.
86 from Bob, 88 from Juice. Well, I'm sad to say that no, there will be no tie because there's instead a dead-on hit with this motherfucker
Whoa.
at 88%. Soju's walking with this one.
Ah! You stole me! You stole it away. The boys are coming for you. They're
The
pissed.
boys are here to play.
The boys never let me down, Bob. They gave me the win. That's elite.
Fuck.
Bah!
Fuck
learn
you.
Gotta learn how to say hell yeet in Greek.
Yeah. You let me know, man.
Yeah. Someone do that homework for us. let's move over to the user ratings, the poopometer. We'll start with Soju, fresh off the heels of your dead on hit. What do you think that the 1,000+ verified ratings rated this film Bugonia?
I think
Percentage
it's
are
gonna
positive.
drop a scotch. I think it's gonna drop a scotch because the people aren't as elevated as the critics, you know.
Oh, yes. They don't have access to the kinds of drugs we do.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think it's still gonna be pretty positive. I'm gonna say 80.
80. Okay. Bob, how about you? Where are you at with it?
Yes, I think it's going to be
Mhm.
pretty high still. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's weird. Not everybody likes going to the movies and seeing an ending like this. It's fucking weird and goofy and out of left field. And you're like, what? That dude's head launched off and knocked Emma Stone clean the fuck out. What?
I'm very disappointed in you.
I got to imagine the flat earthers, though, fucking like it quite a bit.
And
So
finally, a movie for us.
I feel seen.
They
Yes.
understand me.
It's
Your
the-
ghost,
Finally,
Lanthimos.
our American History
Oh
X.
God.
I'm going Greek. I think I'm gonna go. Just what did you say? 80? Is that?
Yes.
I was thinking 83.
83. Okay, yeah, no chance of a tie there anyway, I guess. But it doesn't fall between. It's damn close to another ringy dingy though.
Ring-a-ding, oh.
1 percentage point away from the correct answer. That correct answer being 84%. Bob's gonna split the take here tonight.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Victory is mine.
I can't take losing.
Hell, Steve.
I won't deal with it.
The
aliens
You're
have
a
done
loser.
this to me.
This
I'm
is
a
a
winner.
conspiracy against me.
That's fucking life.
I knew it.
And I swear total resistance to you with everything I've got.
Oh God, we might get sued for those. We need to be careful.
Eh. All right. Critics' consensus reads as follows. Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons are at the top of their game in Bugonia, a bonkers entertainment that applies director Yorgos Lanthimos' whip-smart method to modern society's madness.
Yanthos.
Yorgos Lanthimos. Yorgos. There we go. And the audience says, ooh, here we go. The audience says, wildly audacious Bugonia may be the bleakest film yet in Yorgos' filmography, sure to satiate fans of peculiar, deranged, and pessimistic satire.
Didn't he make Killing of a Sacred Deer too? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just
damn.
thinking that.
Made some
Y'all need
weird
to go back
shit.
in the back catalog.
That's another one we need to cover. I haven't seen Dogtooth either. Damn, I need to go.
I haven't seen
I
that.
remember us talking about that with
do Yorgos month.
Franklin. Yeah, we need to do
Yeah.
maybe a Yorgos poll.
Well,
Yorgos
what?
poll.
At least one of those is an A24 joint, so that might work out.
They probably all are. I think Lobster and Killing of a Sacred Deer is.
Yeah. I think you're right. Actually.
Yeah. Maybe Dogtooth as well. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to read a
no.
negative review for the funsies, and then we're going to move on. 2.5 out of 5. That point may be that human beings are intolerable, insignificant, and unnecessary. I guess I prefer my misanthropy more clever and less insincere.
I guess.
Someone
To
needs a
elevate it
cuddle.
for
I
this
need
film.
something more clever. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get anything. I'm stupid. Let's go. All right. Bob, how's that trivia
All right.
looking?
Yeah, we pretty much went over most of it as we were just talking through the movies. So let's go ahead and get into our cooter of the week.
Straight chillin'.
Gooder of the week.
Juice, what is a cooter and why do we hunt them?
Oh, Cooter's a character type and a straight chillin' exclusive. cooter has to hit 3 of these 5 points to be considered a cooter. A cooter. What?
Cooter.
But we want the cooter with the most points.
Cooter.
You're like doing the bumps with your voice.
The 5 points of cooterdom are sexual deviancy,
Either that or Duff
manipulation.
Man. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely does, man.
Fucking Duff Man.
Smug arrogance, overall looking attire, and overall patheticness. Boys, has everyone here just a cooter? Is it just everyone?
Everybody but Don. I
Yeah,
think.
I guess so.
Don is the
Poor
voice
old
of
Don,
reason.
yeah.
100%.
Michelle, Teddy,
four
Let's
main
start with the
characters.
cop. Let's start with the
yeah,
cop.
yeah.
So, sexual deviant, yes.
I refuse
Uh-huh.
to believe Stavros is a cooter. No, sir.
Manipulation. I think so. Yeah, like that. It
Yes.
seems like
Yeah,
he's using
yeah,
it.
yeah,
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 okay,
yeah.
okay. I don't
For
need to
sure.
justify it. Yes.
I think he literally does feel bad. I think that's the vibe we're getting. He does feel bad about what he's done, but he's still trying to get off scot-free. He's
Yeah,
not
the way
doing
he
anything.
treats it. Yeah. Oh, man.
Like,
Even
you
he's
know,
like,
I
I don't know,
never did
man. It's
that
just kind of
again,
like a
you know.
power thing or something.
You
It's
know,
like,
it's just a power thing. It's like that's. I mean, a
Yeah.
little big of you to admit, but doesn't do shit for me.
Yeah.
such a
Fuck you.
wild, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, manipulation, sexual deviancy, smug arrogance.
I think it takes some to
Yeah.
do
To
that.
do
I don't
that,
think we
yeah.
necessarily. I don't think we ever see him in the throes of that
Yeah,
power thing. But that
guess
power
so.
thing that he describes, yes.
And now that he's the cop, I love that. Like he's I guess
Yeah.
it's like a power thing. He's the fucking police.
Yeah,
I guess I
he
wanted
just
to have a
found
lot of power.
another way to
I
found a
guess
channel
healthier
that.
I love
outlet for
power.
I guess I like now. Man,
God.
this movie really breaks society down for parts.
Looking at tire, you got the stash.
Sure. I don't know. Like he's just cop gear.
Copping it. He's just copping it.
He's copping it. He,
And then overall patheticness, I would say.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
top
Oh,
tier
yeah.
patheticness.
Yeah.
So he's hits quite a lot.
Yeah.
At least 4. Let's move on over to my boy Teddy. How's Teddy looking?
Greasy.
Manipulation. He
Yeah.
manipulates Don a lot, and smug
Yeah,
arrogance.
that's
He's
fucked up.
like he thinks so
He-
highly of
Oh,
himself.
Streisand effect hard.
Overall patheticness. He gets talked into killing his mother, which is terrible, but very
Yes.
pathetic.
Yes.
He's
Looking
just
at.
pathetic.
Did we
anyways.
look at attire? Yeah, he's just a
Looking
sweaty
at
boy.
tire,
He's
he's
a
Dude needs a
he's a
shower.
greasy
He needs
strangler.
a
One-
shower.
Hooty tooty, disco, get it!
One thing we didn't mention, there's like 2 flashback scenes. They're in black and white.
Oh,
Well, they start as like flashbacks, and then like dream-like shit happens. So there might be dreams.
Yeah.
I don't really know what they are
Yeah.
exactly. But one of them, his mom is in the bathtub, and she says some real fucked up shit to him. I'm wondering if like he's afraid to go in the tub or what. Like I don't know.
completely forgot
Oh,
about this.
maybe.
And
I
the
didn't
one
think
where
about
she's
that.
like floating in the
Yeah, and
sky
she's
or
literally
whatever.
floating
yeah.
on a
Yeah.
tube or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
about
those are like
those.
not dream sequences. I think they're just like representations of the events as he sees them. Like that's, I
Yeah.
think, a subjective point of view memory.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so
but-
He's
that-
greasy.
So he hits at least, but no, I guess no sexual deviancy on his end.
I
Manipulation,
don't
smug
think so.
arrogance, overall patheticness. Looking as higher, he hits
So
4 as well.
yeah, 4 out of 5.
Pretty hard,
And then
too.
let's go on over to Emma Stone. Manipulation.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her job.
Mhm.
I guess she's not really pathetic. She comes out on top. She's even in like her
Yeah, she
lowest
doesn't.
moment, she's kind of in control. The
And
best she
even
can.
when she's not, she gives an air of being in control, which
Yeah.
is like
So
so
smug
true to that
arrogance,
kind of
though.
character.
I would say smug
Smug
arrogance,
arrogance,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Beyond that.
Manipulation.
looking at Tyre. Well, I mean, not by choice, but she looks pretty fucked up in her
Yeah, I guess
makeshift gray outfit.
Yeah, that's like done to her though.
I know. I feel like I can't give it to her for that reason. But also,
Yeah.
she does also have one of those weirdo fucking face mask things that don't. Do you remember that?
Oh,
in
the
very
red.
beginning?
Yeah, the red.
What are those?
thing,
The
yeah.
they used one of those on the found footage festival, and it became like a running gag because it just shocks them, and they put them on their faces and they're like, oh fuck, ah fuck, and I'm like, just these horrible fucking torture devices sold as
Beauty.
beauty
Um,
products.
yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she doesn't hit enough.
Not pathetic.
It's
Not
not
necessarily
sexual
looking at her,
deviancy.
not sexual deviancy. Yeah, that's
So,
3 that
yeah.
she's not. So
Yeah,
damn.
so
I know.
She's just like
Lois.
a fucking lizard manipulator
Yeah.
person.
But anyways,
Um,
we got a high list.
What about old Don?
No,
Don is pure.
Don. I feel
Yeah,
bad for
no.
old Don, man.
Me too.
God
God.
damn, dude.
That boy's pure.
He's so like kind to Teddy too. He's like, I wish I could just undo everything that's been done to you. Like he's so nice.
No, I feel
So
so
Fucking
bad for
sucks.
him.
Oh man. So yeah, we got two pretty high ranking cooters here in Teddy and the cop, Stavros. Lock him up. Throw away the key. We're taking them both. We're not leaving one on the street. Can't do it.
All right.
Cool. I think we got to skip over what we've been watching. Sorry, librarian. We got a handful of voicemails we got to get to. So let's get to our hotline screams.
Oh no.
If you guys are listening and would like to call and leave a voicemail for next week's show, hit us up at 904-638-3231. First up, we're hearing from Shaboy Miles. Let's hear what he's got to say.
What's up, guys? It's Miles. I was listening to last week's episode, and I think somebody asked about I think that you guys like top 10 list is coming up here at the end of the month, and you were asking about kind of some maybe underseen movies that some people might have missed. So I was thinking about this, and I didn't see a lot of new releases in 2025. I had a lot of stuff going on where I could not make it out to the theater. So like a bunch of the big releases I didn't see. I did see some of the major ones, some that stood out to me. I mean, everybody loved Weapons, everybody loved Sinners. And from what I've seen, those are like the 1 and 2 from a lot of lists I've been seeing. And I would agree with that. Those were 2 of my favorite movies of the year. I really enjoyed The Ugly Stepsister too. But one I didn't see on some of the top 10 lists that I've seen so far. And this on Bloody Disgusting's top 20 or whatever list that they did. I didn't see the Chainsaw Man movie that came out last year, which is crazy because they reviewed that and they gave it like a 4.5 or like a 5 out of 5. Like they reviewed it very highly, and they obviously considered it hard enough to review it on their website, but it didn't even make like the top 20 or whatever, which was weird. But that was actually my favorite movie last year. I actually went out and saw that twice. And I have zero time to go to the movies right now, and I somehow made it out twice to see that movie. But that was my number 1 movie for the year. There's some caveats with that. It is animated. It is Japanese, so it's anime. That's a barrier for some people. It's also not a self-contained story. It does tell a complete story arc with a beginning, middle, and end, but it is a part of a larger ongoing story, and it is the continuation of like a 12 episode, like season 1, of a TV show. So that might, put some people off of it. I think you can enjoy it without having seen the first season of the show. I mean, you might be a little confused with some of the lore and stuff, but like I said, it does tell a complete story. I don't know. Maybe you guys will review it in the future. Maybe somebody will force you guys to review it. We'll see, I guess, right? But, yeah, that's one that, I think people might kind of sleep on just because, like I said, it is a part of an ongoing story. It is an anime. But I enjoyed the shit out of it. That was my favorite movie of last year. But yeah, curious to see what you guys come up with, because I didn't see a lot of movies, so I'm looking at you guys to kind of recommend what I need to catch up on. But yeah, take care.
Oh boy.
All right.
Didn't know anything about it, but yeah, maybe
I've
we'll all
seen
be
like
watching
images
it.
from it, but I've never watched it before. So, and then yeah, we got a recommendation last week. I still gotta check out.
Not ominous at all.
There's like 4 or 5 films for sure. I know I want to do my best to try to check out before our
Same.
list comes up.
I've been
so.
trying to work through some, but like Hades 2 has been calling me, man.
I've also been going through just not horror, but just like some of the best films of last year. So
Too good for horror now.
I was gonna
Soju?
talk about some of those and what you've been watching, but I guess I'll save that for next week.
Oh my god.
I want to be
All right.
elevated,
Oh,
boys. I want
oh
you to
my
think
God.
highly of me, okay? I have refined
high.
taste in cinema.
So we're gonna start a new sister podcast, Straight Refined.
Oh boy.
Straight, no chilling.
Mhm.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah, thanks for
No
calling in,
shit.
Miles, and congratulations on landing a You Pick the Flick. Who knows what we'll be
Yeah.
watching?
Who knows? No
Who
one has any
knows?
idea.
Not ominous at all.
But yeah, we are the last week of January, we are gonna be doing our top 10 of 2025 episodes. So tune in for that for some recommendations. We are gonna hear from Alex next up. She called in twice actually, but they're short little snippets, so we'll just go ahead and play them back to back, I guess, Randy, if you don't mind.
You got it, boss.
Hi, this is Alex, longtime listener, second time caller. I just got caught up with some of the latest episodes, just listened to The Wolf of Snow Hollow, and thought I would call in to answer the prompt. So I don't have any huge plans this year, but my husband does. He's actually releasing his movie. He just dropped the trailer a couple days ago. If you want to look it up and give it a view, that would be awesome. It's called The Drifter, and his YouTube name is Nick Giannetti, so NickGiannetti. It's like an alien movie. I'm in it also, which is cool. But yeah, he's been working on it for over 10 years. So before we even met, he was working on it. So it's been a long journey, but hopefully wrapping up this year. So yeah, we love listening to you guys. And if you gave it a watch, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks, and keep chilling.
Okay, part 2. Here we go.
Hi, it's Alex again. So I'm the worst marketing person ever. So if you want to look at the trailer, it's called Drifter Trailer 4K at Nick Giannetti. I realize there's a lot on there, so this kind of narrows it down. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
I don't know if you're the worst marketing person in the world.
Yeah.
You found a pretty good way to market this thing.
Oh, that's crazy because I actually saw that movie and didn't think it was very good. The acting particularly stood out as being really bad for me. So.
My pockets felt really light afterwards. I don't know. Maybe if they were heavier, I'd feel a little happier about it.
I'm just fucking around.
You got that sneak peek over
I got
in
a
Korea.
sneak preview,
They
yeah, and it's just no, it was just...
Oh man, I don't feel any wealthier. No, that's cool,
God.
man. That's
yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to be working on anything.
Congratulations. Yeah,
we know that.
Putting in the time. Yeah, putting
Your
in the
10
time.
I think it's safe to say his 10 years were better spent than ours, probably.
Randy.
I don't know. From what I saw, not just.
All right, awesome.
No, that's awesome. Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations. I mean,
4K.
releasing your own movie is an amazing feat. So
huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Well done, both of you, for sure. And Happy New Year to you. Hopefully the release goes well. Last but not least, we are going to hear from ya boy Midnight Mike. Let's hear what he's got to say.
What's up, boys? It's Midnight Mike. Yeah, I'm calling in early. I usually call in like Sunday night or Monday, and I'm like, I wonder if it's gonna make it. But New Year, new you. Happy New Year, all that crap. Also, I don't know why I just never got on the Patreon because there is pure gold behind that paywall, man. You guys, it's great. I love it. I think the prompt last week was things you missed in 2025, and this morning I watched Keeper, and I'm pretty sure you guys barely even talked about that, but I mean, it did come out November. But goddamn, it was a good movie. I mean, Oz, he's got a wide range. I mean, Longlegs it was fine. I enjoyed it. The monkey was fun, and then he makes this, and it was just like, goddamn. So hopefully, maybe you guys will make a mini cast or maybe a full cast. But yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
Thanks
What was
for
the
calling
first
in,
thing that
Mid-Evening
he
Mike.
said?
He was shouting out the Patreon.
No. The first film that he mentioned. I heard the monkey.
Oh, he just mentioned Keeper.
Oh, Keeper.
Keeper. That's
I heard something else too. I was like, it was
Yeah,
a
I
real
was
Laurel and Yanni
confused.
situation where
Yeah.
like the sound wasn't quite right, but Keeper because it's an
Okay,
Oz
Keeper.
Perkins. He was listening
Gotcha.
to Oz
Yeah,
Perkins.
Oz Perkins. I haven't seen that yet.
It's on my list.
It's I think it's like one of those $20 digital rentals right now, which is the main reason I haven't, because I just to rent something for $20 is nuts to me.
Pirate's life for me, baby.
Agreed.
Well, yeah, if you find it. Yeah, I don't know that I'm like an Oz Perkins guy either, though. If I'm being totally honest, like most of his movies, I don't love. So
yeah, we mentioned that before.
I don't know.
I like him. I don't know about love.
Might be able to squeeze that one in
He's
though.
like a solid medium kind of for me.
I feel like it can like the thing that I'm interested though because I feel like I don't have a complete understanding of like who he is as a filmmaker, so I feel like he has a real chance to surprise me. Like still,
Actually,
you know what I
he
mean?
might be the ultimate medium to loose director.
Well, but Longlegs and the monkey are they're pretty different kinds of movies.
But he also made that Black Coat's Daughter, I think.
He did,
yeah. That's also
which is
different.
also it's different, but they're all like none of them I love.
Mm-hmm.
Gretel and Hansel is still my favorite.
Yeah, most of them I have problems with. I haven't seen that either. So
pretty good.
I got beef with these movies.
Oz.
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for showing us love on Patreon. I'm really glad you're enjoying all the bonus content on there, man. There's a lot on there.
There is a lot.
Thanks, Mid-Evening Mike. Appreciate
60
you.
episodes or something. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be able to
by the way, there's a lot.
There's if you didn't know, there's a lot on there.
Almost 200, I hear. That's quite a lot.
Well, yeah, we'll hit 200 bonus episodes this year for sure.
That's a few.
Oh yeah.
Randy's done a few. That's
yeah, I said it before, but I mean, once this podcast wrapped up, we'll just start dropping those each week.
Yeah.
We'll just be releasing the
Have
Patreon to
another
the
5
wild,
years
and then we'll
of-
just keep going. That would last. Right
all you
now,
gotta do is get somebody to
4
react,
years,
do a
yeah.
react channel, and that's all.
Yeah.
Like,
Just one of us is not going to be able to let go of the podcast, and we're going to do reactions to our old episodes.
That was a good one from me.
Still with me, right, chilling crew? Your boy So too, right? Am I right?
Hold on, I got to shit in a bucket.
Just all my gags, but totally alone.
Hold on, this is my favorite part. Shut up,
high-fiving
everyone else that's
yourself.
not here.
Bob's Blues, am I right? He's still buying them, I bet, out there.
I gotta do the odds this year.
This joke just collapsed on itself because we definitely still make jokes that are over 20 years old at this point.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
But we're
That's not-
together, boys.
We're
That's
not
what
alone.
matters. We're together.
Ah. we
We're
got the
not
old 10,
alone.
you know? We got the old 10.
yeah, damn, Randy. Yeah, thanks for signing up on Patreon, man. Yeah, we might be able to do a mini cast on Keeper if one of us ends up seeing it within the next couple weeks.
Oh,
So
yeah. I
thanks.
think I got a mini cast due. I think I'm due. So I got to
Man,
get in
I-
there.
Me, I'm good
I
for
hope-
another 3 years.
I hope somebody does one because we really
I
need
have it on my list to do. I just got to watch something. Oh, my
yeah,
God.
I would knock another one out. I gotta find something good to watch. So.
Me too, yeah. Okay.
That's all we got for the voicemails. Again, if you guys want to call in and leave a voicemail for next week, hit me up at 904-638-3231. I was gonna throw the question out, the prompt out there for next week.
Whoa, Nos didn't call?
That motherfucker.
Our biggest fan? Is this
Seems
like his
like
first
We had
week
no
call?
calls last week.
Oh.
Like, this is not.
Did we have
had a-
no calls? I don't
We
remember.
had a
honestly.
guest.
Maybe
I
we didn't.
couldn't. Yeah, it threw me off.
I'm pretty sure it was last. We had no calls
Where's our
recently.
boy?
I don't know
You
if it
might
was
be.
last
You
week or
might
not.
be right. I can't remember.
Damn.
Sounds like he's our
Boy's got to sleep
smallest
sometime.
fan.
Damn. Maybe his
You know, they
maybe the
hibernate
end
out
of,
there.
maybe the end of the year his card ran out or what the thing his international card that he
Yeah, maybe.
bought.
Oh.
Can't be making those $20 calls anymore.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I was gonna throw the prompt out for next week. What horror movies dropping in 2026 are you most looking forward to? What are you excited
Ooh.
I
about?
forgot what is next week.
Next week we're talking about 28 years later, The Boner Temple.
Oh my
The
lord.
Boner Temple.
Yeah,
not
I don't.
that
You know
so
what
much.
though? There was like talking about 2026. It looked like there was. This might be a banger year. Potentially,
Yeah.
you never know
There's
how
a
things
lot.
are going to
Hokum
shape
has
up. But
been
pretty good.
there was a lot of things that I was like, whoa, you know.
What was the one that somebody posted a trailer of that like surprised me
McCarthy,
that I was
the Mummy
the
looked.
Mummy. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
wow. Like I don't know that well has been so poisoned for so long at this point for me.
Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to have a really great new Mummy film. That would be awesome.
That
We
teaser
were
looks
also
good. I don't want to see anything else though. Like that's enough.
Yeah,
No
oh
more.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean,
Werewolf.
it runs the chance of it runs the risk of being another Wolfman situation from this
Yeah, I
year.
mean,
But
McCarthy has made great stuff so far. So I can't remember the name. You mentioned it, Bob, but what was it?
Wait, who? What are you
Hokum.
talking
Or no,
about?
oh no, Randy did Hokum. Yeah,
Oh,
Hokum.
Hokum. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hokum should be interesting.
Maybe I'll get him back
Uh,
on. I did an interview with him. Maybe we'll do
He's your
another
boy.
one. I know. I'm calling him.
I'm texting him
Randy,
right now.
I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I don't want to bother him right
Randy,
now.
your boy, Milk and Cereal, he's got his feature Obsession
Whoa.
coming out.
Oh, I didn't
Which
know
apparent-
that.
The Backrooms
apparently-
film is coming out. That might be interesting.
I'll
Yeah.
check that shit out for sure.
Yeah, I'm
easy
curious
mark
to
for
see what
sort
that
of
looks
thing.
like. Yeah.
Bobby Eggs has a new one. Christmas
Mm,
Day again.
Okay.
Werewolf.
Oh, where? Oh,
Bobby
yeah. Okay.
Eggs?
Okay.
Robert Eggers.
Robert
Okay,
Eggers.
I was not making a
At
connection.
first, yeah.
It's just like
On
style
Christmas
tone
Day.
sound in my head
Did
there for a minute.
did Nosferatu also come out on Christmas Day? I think so.
It
right?
did. It
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
But I gotta
New
watch
Evil Dead.
Avengers though. Shit.
Does that come out on
Oh.
Christmas too?
I think so.
Dude, I
Oh,
can't
man.
deal with. I haven't
What'll
even seen
Robert
the
Downey
trailer.
Jr. do without
I know
another
it's just
paycheck
the
from us?
same fucking cast. I can't fucking deal with it.
There's a movie called
God.
Iron Lung coming out. What's this about?
Ooh.
It's
yeah.
another Iron Man spinoff, I'm sure.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Ready or Not Deuce.
Yeah. Scream 7.
Scream 7.
Evil Dead
The
Rise.
Strangers 3.
Evil Dead
Thank
Burn.
you.
Evil Dead Burn. Yeah, not right.
I completely forgot that chapter 2 come out. Did that just exist?
Oh,
in
People
theaters
nobody
for-
hated-
wanted to notice it.
Oh, I'm
Nobody
sure. We
wanted to
never
notice
said anything about it, and I like it completely
I'm
glossed over that it came
Pretty
out.
sure I saw
Mhm.
some review of it, and it was like
Oh,
bottom of the
man.
barrel shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like I couldn't
man.
believe. I somehow I think it's a worse movie than the first one. But
I think
Somehow.
it seems
Somehow.
like exactly what we kind of anticipated, where it's like
Yeah.
they took basically one movie and just kind of stretched it out into
And
three
added
bad
the
movies.
worst
And explained
absolute
everything.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is an explanation in
Oh,
that movie, is my
God.
understanding.
What is this?
Yes, there is. Yes,
Thus
I remember
defeating
the end now.
the
There-
fucking point.
I don't want to spoil it, but it fucking sucks. I haven't seen it, just
no.
heard what it is.
Oh,
It's
no.
bad.
There's a movie called Killer Whale out. I wonder if that's a remake of Orca right there.
Orca.
The sequel, the long-awaited. Maybe it's a legacy sequel. I hope so.
God, I
Yeah.
hope so.
God.
Oh,
Other
God,
mommy.
yes.
What is this?
Ooh, sounds kinky.
Rob Savage. Whoa.
Oh God, fuck that dude.
I don't remember who that
Oh,
is.
Duplass is in it.
Oh, Mark Duplass.
Oh no, it's not
Oh.
Mark Duplass. It's Jay Duplass. Oh.
Oh, his brother,
Yeah.
the other Duplass.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, he did the that fucking terrible dash cam movie that I hate.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
But he also did host.
He did host, which is the
So
only.
he's 1-1 in my book.
Well, no, he did
He
3. You
did.
always forget he did 3, and it's terrible as well.
What is it?
What is that? I don't. He
It's
on
the
his Wikipedia.
Boogeyman, right?
Is it? Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah. I
Okay,
think so.
losing record. That's fine.
They don't have his films on his Wikipedia though. That's weird.
Clayface is apparently a horror the Clayface movie.
Oh, yeah, that could be
DC.
interesting.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
a
the
little
Boogeyman.
interested in a hard horror superhero movie
Aw.
in the universe.
What was it?
Clayface.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's,
That'll be
it was
interesting.
written by fucking.
We're basically doing part of our top 10 of the year episode right now.
Yeah, we really are, aren't we? Fuck.
Yeah, let's
Fucking
just
A.
let's go ahead
We'll
and
wrap it
rein
up.
this in.
Written by Mike Flanagan, by the way. Couldn't come up with a
Right,
name.
just Bob, copy and paste this. Just
All right,
cut,
yeah,
cut
we'll
this
just-
out of here.
you know.
Post production it, you know.
Oh,
Post
I'll
it.
fix it in post.
Bob, fix it in
Mhm.
post. It'll be a quick,
right.
quick thing.
Call in.
Apologize.
What are you looking forward to? 904-638-3231. We're talking 28 boners later.
Oh,
the
God.
Temple of Doom
How old
next
are we?
week. It's in theaters. Check it out. Get ready for next week's show. We're in all the socials. Straight Chilling Podcast. Hit us up. And until next week, as always, all you mother truckers, please keep chilling.
Yep, that's just the kind of prick I am.